Okay, so this is going to be just a quick review, and so I think everybody is in now, so that's good. There's nobody hanging out, and I thought somebody was coming from the house. All right, just to kind of recap where we are on the research project, it is 2 pages, type, double space. I do want a works cited page as your third or fourth page, whatever. It does not count as your total thing, but we're working on career research. And the reason I wanted to start off kind of real quick is I want to give you guys plenty of time to actually research this. This is going to be a big project for you. It's going to count as a big project. It's not going to be as big as you think it is because of the word research. I know what you're thinking, but I do grade pretty precisely. So our due dates, and I'll publish those, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, due dates for the rough draft is the 30th. So that's next Friday. Now, after the rough drafts are in and we can tweak, or I can tweak and something over the weekend or even that Monday, the following week, May the 7th, is your the final draft due date. What that means is I thought about just not having that. Just do your rough draft, get it back to you, and then on that Tuesday, Wednesday, your final draft is due. But I wanted to put something. I want you to actually make changes or make, if I make suggestions and stuff, you kind of do that. And it's a very tight window, I know, but I'm going to make it pretty easy on that final draft. If you turn your final draft in on Wednesday, which is 2 days early, I give you 10 extra points. That's a letter grade. If you make 100 on it, I can't give you 10 points because you can only go as high as 100, but I can probably work it out some way. If you turn it in Thursday, 1 day early, which will be May the 6th, I'll give you 5 points, so half a letter grade, or that could bump you up to the next letter grade. That could be a big incentive for you to get it turned in early. Think about it this way: if you have your rough draft turned in, and I get it back to you, it's a pretty quick turnaround just to make the corrections and get it in. So that's it there. I want to show you something with the note cards real quick. That's why I have you guys online right now, or at least on the Zoom call. On the note cards, before you actually do your note cards, as you go to the sites that you're looking at, the websites for your career selections, go ahead and use EasyBib or create a citation machine to do your citations and copy and paste it. So just as a reminder, all you have to do whenever you put a new source in, click on new source, and if you've gone to EasyBib and copied that citation that you've researched, then all you have to do is come up here to the top and click here to paste it in. Don't fill out this information here, just click here, and then it'll take you to another page where you can paste it right into this section right there, and then paste it, save it, and it comes back up. Well, let me cancel that. It comes back up as your sources. You saw my sources before, and we did that the other day. I will say that some of you haven't done the research stuff yet in the note card. If you're having trouble getting on to your dashboard or getting on to the to Noodle Tools, please see me. Go back to the module. We started this on Tuesday. So you'll see it Tuesday, April the 20th, and you'll have some things there that are in place, including some videos that kind of help you sign on. But you can always email me as well, so I can help you get started. So you're looking at my dashboard right now, and your dashboard should say open paper. If it says start paper, it means you haven't started that yet. And the reason that's important, when you share your project with an inbox, this here needs to be in black. So normally, if you haven't shared it yet, it will be kind of like this grayish color here type, and you can't click the box. But you can click the box there after you've started your paper, which will be right in here. It will say start paper, and then you can find my inbox, which is going to be Whitfield English 3 Spring 2021. That's what you're looking for. All right, so once the sources are added to, you should be working on your note cards. I had a question about the note cards, and that's why we're kind of doing this video here. I thought I clicked on note cards. The question was, if I do my hook, if I do my conclusion, anything that I do that's kind of like my own writing, and I do it on a note card, do I have to have a source? The answer is no, you don't have to have a source, because you don't have a source for your hook. But the reason I suggested doing the source as a hook, or I'm sorry, doing the hook on a note card, is just so that you can, in the outline that we created, you should be able to put everything in. So if I wrote a sentence on a note card for my hook, I can just slide it over here into that. My background information probably will have a source, because I don't want, you can talk about a career. I can talk about firefighting because I know about firefighting. My dad was a firefighter, but I'm not a firefighter. I really can't talk about a firefighter. What is involved with a fire, what's the background information on a firefighting career? I might have some good knowledge of that, and it might be some common knowledge, but since I'm not the expert, it would be better if I went and found a site that gave me the background information. So yes, you would need a source for background information. That was the other thing I want you to see too. Here's a blank note card. And of course, if you use the outline that I gave you, and hopefully you've typed that into your thing, because you get points for that on putting the outline in, so please go ahead and do that. Just make sure you do the screenshot after you do it. But each of those things on the outline should be a title of your note card. And you can tweak it, you can add things or subtract things, whatever you need to do. And then of course there's the source that you would select if you need to put a source in. Copy and paste, it really walks you through what to put where. You don't necessarily have to do the original thinking. If it helps you in your process, sure, go ahead and do it. But this in your own words, you can, in your own words, type what's over here that you've copied and pasted. At least this in your own words box will be probably what's in your paper. And we'll be able to tweak it from there as well. The other question I had says, if you put your source up here, do I have to add the URL? You don't have to, but sometimes it's better if you just want to be able to open up your note card and go back to your source page very quickly. So right now I can't click on this and get to my source page, but if I had the URL up here, I believe I could. And it would just take me back to my that website without having to look it up again. So it's just kind of one of those easy things, and that's pretty much it. Back on our dashboard we had the thing called research questions. Research questions are fairly easy. They're what you come up with. I've given you some through the outline. What advice would you give yourself was one of the things I put in there. I went through and said, you know what, I'm going to be a student for today. So this morning when I came in, I said, what would I do if I had no clue of how to look for a research or look at research on careers? What would I do? I would go to Google. So I went to Google, and what do you think I put in Google? What do you think? I mean, you're students, you would know, right? So I put researching a career. Oh, shoot, I went backwards. So coming back up again, but I literally typed in researching a career. And it's not a how to research a career, but I just typed in research a career because I was just thinking, all right, I need some questions. I need some ideas. So I found something there, but right there at the top, I don't want to use that. I did find Minnesota State University, researching careers, career planning. So that's something else I might click on. But also found some questions. How do you research aspects of a potential career? Maybe I want to click on that. I found this interested me. 7 questions to ask when researching a career. That could help you help drive your paper. So I clicked on it, and when I clicked on it, it took me to careerplanner.com, which was, I thought, pretty interesting. So look through that if you want. Also saw Job Outlook, because remember I was talking about, hey, what is the possibility of this career being viable in 10 years? What is if I went to try to do this job, how many people am I will be competing with, right? So I clicked on Job Outlook, and I saw accountants and auditors, actors, producers, and directors, and immediately I thought about one person's talking about acting already. I thought, hey, that might be a good idea. So I clicked on that just to kind of see. And there we go, job outlook for actors. And this is 2016, some quick stats. Total jobs in 2016 was 63,800. It could be more now. The expected growth was 12%. We'd like to see expected growth. I mean, if we're going into that field, right? New jobs to be added from 2016 to 2026, 7,500 jobs. So I didn't find, and I was hoping to do that, how many people are actually actors, vying for jobs. But I did find in this outlook, it said, let's see, this growth may be lead to more work for actors. The actors who work in performing arts are expected to see slower job growth than those in film, like theaters to film. Job prospects. Most roles, no matter how minor, have many actors auditioning for them. So that might be something I put. There was no statistics there, so I'm kind of interested in that. The median hourly wage for actors was $18.70. So motion picture, around $22 or so, but it's just some average salaries. I just thought that was interesting. And of course there's that union membership. Anyway, take advantage of anything that you come up with. Like I said, I just put researching careers. So that's something that you might want to do, or even research your specific career. All right. If you have specific questions, please ask me. The research question you see up here on my dashboard is fluid. You can change your research question. You can also find some of those research questions like I just showed you. Please do not worry about the thesis right now. The thesis is going to be our roadmap, but it's not your roadmap, it's the roadmap for your reader. So after your paper is pretty much complete, then we can develop the thesis and have a good, accurate thesis for what's going on in your paper. And we'll talk about that as we get closer to finishing our papers, and we'll do that next week. All right. If you have any questions, email me. I'm going to fend off some questions and maybe answer some questions here in the classroom. I'm going to circulate every so often to make sure you guys are on task. And you guys at home, I'm seeing you not there, so please get there as soon as possible. Make sure that you get to the Noodle Tools. If you're confused about how to get there, please see the video back on Tuesday. And other than that, email me for questions. Let's just get this done. I think it's going to be very beneficial for you. Some of you, it might even get you past junior English. So good luck, and we'll get through this.